Hello and welcome to Perry vs. Players, or as I like to call it, the PvP compilation. This is the game Chivalry, in which I will be showing you the second fight I ever did in Chivalry, to get some of you more interested in a somewhat unknown game. Now, Chivalry came out at the same time as the game War of the Roses, and personally I find it to be a little bit more oomphy. War of the Roses I will not be showing because I will not be picking up because it costs a bit of money, and at the same time I have Chivalry to play. So, here we go. Using the pike, trying to get a few shots in here. Like I said, second game I played, so not exactly the most skilled opponent I am. So here we go. I'm trying to get this guy in the back. Get him once, get him twice, and at this point I'm just going to constantly get myself thrashed. Oh, I actually got him. Never mind. Haha, pike for the win. Run away, two of them versus me, not gonna happen. Now, originally I had recorded this with Skype in the background with my friend and I talking and commentating at the same time, but it didn't come through well, mainly because my microphone apparently doesn't like to record stuff in Skype and through fraps. You will hear some random things like, ow, son of a bitch, and things like that while I die, while my friend laughs at my horrible misfortune. Here we go. I'm dead. Evil Chipmunk. Woo! 1-1. Awesome. This was a free-for-all match, and unfortunately it really doesn't do justice to what Chivalry is. There are multiple modes. There's a free-for-all, which is what I'm playing. There's last team standing, which is technically also what I'm playing. It's a team standing, last team standing free-for-all. So your team versus their team. There's objectives, which is the most important one, in my opinion, because you have to fight to an objective, and if your team doesn't work together, you don't win. Now, a lot of people won't like that because, hey, you know what? Your teammates are a liability sometimes, and that is not exactly what people play these games for. They play it for having the highest kill score. Now, I thought I could go around here, but I was like, oh, you know what? That's death. Let's just go back the way I was. Unfortunately, I probably came in too late because my team was getting rather badly beaten, and like I said, second time playing, wasn't sure how the block worked, and I just figured it out there. You have to press the block at the right time unless you have a shield. A shield you can hold up and eat your stamina. A parry requires you to press the second mouse button at the right time to make the weapon bounce off of you without getting horribly stabbed. Now, ooh, that guy came sliding in out of nowhere. As it goes, this game is rather violent, so don't pick it up for the kids. Woo! Yeah, like I have to tell you that. The game is incredibly fun. Putting yourself in the first-person mode of actually fighting this game really reminds me of the old Pirates, Vikings, and Knights game. I know a lot of you out there who are watching this will have no idea what I'm talking about, but that being said, the old Pirates, Vikings, and Knights game really made the first-person swing and stuff important. As you can hear, me and my friend in the background are actually quoting Monty Python. Yes, we're nerds. What do you expect? But that's the way things go. This is a best out of 7, so you have 7 wins, and whoever gets the 7 wins first wins. So technically, I guess it's best out of a maximum of 13. So best out of 13. Trying to use the hatchet for the first time, the throwing axe, and I realized, oh hey, that's actually pretty short range there. That's not a good thing. Back to the pike. Stab my friend. Yes, that is the most important thing for me to do right now, is stab my buddy. Took that guy's head off, though. I've played a few more games since this, and I've gotten exponentially better with the polearms. Still my favorite weapon, that is. As things go, though, it's really painful when that happens to you. That's just painful. But yeah, Chivalry itself is a very fun game. It's $25 on Steam right now. I'm sure they'll have a sale on it eventually. And if you just love going in and PvPing and just swinging your sword and having good timing and actually a bit of a skill fight between one another, then it's certainly a game worth looking at. As you can see, I'm kind of dead and watching the fights go on to try and get an idea as to how people generally use their attacks, and it's a lot of thrusting. One thing you'll notice is that great swords just love to swing. They swing back and forth.
Are you sure?
Sorry, I saw that and I laughed my ass off again. A hammer to the skull just dropped him. Dropped him like a sack of wet hammers. So here we go. We still got a 2-on-2 happening here. You know, general fight. You'll have a lot of wide swings. Oh, that's another beautiful thing about Chivalry. If you continue to sweep wildly, you're going to hit your friends, which is a very bad thing because then you kill them, and then you have one less person on your team. So here we go. That was my drink opening. I apologize for the sound, but not really. Here's round 3 that I had joined on, and we're going in. And I think after this death, I try and change it up and see what other classes there are. But for now, this is mainly the spear wielder / the skirmisher, I think his name is. He's made to hit and run, or hit from a distance, as with the pike. I eventually get the range down on the 3rd game, but didn't exactly record that one due to hard drive limitations. Now, stupidly here, I rush in and pretty much call out 3 guys to come and beat the living tar out of me. But I still take 1 down, so proud, go me, woo! Taking cover. You'll notice in the bottom left that the health does not come back right away. It takes a few seconds, possibly 30 I think is what I counted, for the health to come back. Beautiful killer cam here, lost my arm. Yeah. So I was playing a Vanguard, sorry, that was the name, and I'm going to go and try out, I believe, the Man-at-Arms at this point. No, I'm going back with the Vanguard, but I'm going to try the Bardiche. Yeah, that's right. Bardiche so far is my favorite weapon. I still was doing terrible with it in this round, but this, like I said, 2nd game. 1st game was kind of short, didn't exactly get much out of it. So at this point, my team has died down to the last man, and their team still has 6 or so. And now we restart. So it's one of those back and forth games where you do a round and you don't get to respawn, so it's not for everyone. A lot of PvPers just want to get in there and fight and beat cheese monkeys and die. I call them cheese monkeys because they may as well do nothing other than die in respect to this game, because you actually need to be a little bit more PvP minded and team player for this this particular enjoyment. So the team is this time staying back and sticking together, which is very important in this game because that is the only way you're going to survive with a free-for-all fight like this on last team standing. And the red team comes in, and we start using our numbers to try and bash them in the head. Now, unfortunately, like I said, my block is still not the best. But the Bardiche does have my personal favorite moveset. I just got a throwing axe, so you can hear me laughing in the background. There it is. And yeah, I got a throwing axe right in the side of the head when I was fighting there. Very good job on whomever did that. I applaud you, you bastard. So here goes the team, axing each other. And now we're swarming. But not really, as you can hear me in the background saying. We go back and forth. It's generally, you know, boring when you're dead, but hey, that's what happens when you die, so avoid doing that. But it's going to happen. You have no real choice. So it's 3-on-1, and this guy's pretty much toast. But I do believe there are 2 teammates hiding. Oh, no, that's another round. So, following the last guy, trying to find him. Because I had lost him because I was yakking. It happens a lot. I like talking, as you can probably tell from these videos. So, here we go. We have ourselves the 1-on-1, and it's a dagger versus a Bardiche. I'll give you a hint on who wins. It's the one with the better weapon. A better hint is the guy with the dagger does not win. Because he gets stabbed in the crotch with a Bardiche. Usually means you die. So there's another 5 or so minutes of this video left. And it's just going to be pretty much me going into combat, showing the basics of the Bardiche and the fun of Chivalry. And I'm encouraging anyone who's watching this to pick it up because it's actually a really, really fun game. And I'll still be doing Dark Souls, so don't worry about that. It's not something that I plan on replacing Dark Souls with. Dark Souls is still my favorite. But if you just want to get in the thick of things and have your blood pumping, well, I have to say that Chivalry is one of those games where you're just going to be wanting to do exactly that and scream with your character while you behead others, or you know, get beheaded in my case on that one. My team is swarming this one guy, which is generally what you have to do if you've got the number advantage. I mean, it's as close to an actual fight as you can get. But you'll see that, like I said with Greatsword before, they're just going to do large sweeps and turn while they're swinging so that their sword gets more of a distance. This is the perfect example, is the guy in the red right here. He's literally just swinging his sword and rotating his camera as fast as he can so that his attacks connect even though his swing is complete. And due to it, red is actually going to win this, I think. Here we go. But I think there's still a blue that's... Yeah, there's still an archer that's firing. Here he comes. Yarg! It's a 3-on-1, and I believe red gets his up-and-comings in a few seconds, but not right away. He just keeps running back and forth. When you have an archer like that, yeah, that's kind of the smart thing to do, is not be where you think he's going to be shooting. And I was laughing because I thought the archer was going to peg one of his teammates, but... here's one where there are two left. They had just left their friend to die. I mean, they could have easily gone there and assisted, but they decided against it. I think, though, it actually works in their favor because they win due to the suicidal rush of the knight teammate I have. So here's the screaming again as they come in, swinging their weapons, and 1-on-2. Guess what's going to happen to him? He's already very bloody, and he's dead. And this guy's pretty much going, well, I have to take 2 of them. Bop. Dead.
He was a knight. He was? Guess what happened to him? Oh, no, I mean, like, the guy who's left. Yeah, he was a knight. As soon as he became 1-on-2, it was like, he got chopped to bits.
So here we go. Another round going in. And it's one of those games that, like I said, a lot of people are not going to fully enjoy it. It's kind of brutal in its respect, and you do need to time your attacks. A miss swing is suicide. If you miss your swing when you've got 1 or 2 opponents next to you, and they're just going to punish you with a stab right in the gut, and that can instantly kill you if they get a really good shot in. I mean, there's 3 or 4 times that you'll have seen where I've taken no damage and just 1 nail will drop me like a sack of bricks. My teammate decides that he's just going to start swinging like a crazy person, so I'm like, I'm going to back off. I don't really want to get a great sword in the face, because that hurts. Again, one thing I have to request, anyone who does pick up this game due to my videos, please do not wildly swing your weapon, because you're just going to keep hitting your friends. It's a bad plan. It's a horrible, horrible thing, but people are still going to do it. I mean, the sweeping sword is the one that guarantees the most area of attack, so you're just going to keep seeing it. Here you go. Got the throwing axe, gets stabbed, and then gets stabbed again, and I'm down. I really shouldn't have went in alone. I thought I had teammates, but they actually went and chased down this one guy off in the distance, as you'll see. They're over there. And we're pretty much outplayed. Game over. Go on to the next group. So that's pretty much it. This is the last round, or there's 1 or 2 more. No, this is the last round, and I'll let you watch it while I just speak. Remember, I don't mind if people give me comments and let me know what they want to see in Dark Souls for a theme build. I'm still working on the Street Fighter build. It's doing really well. I just played a few rounds where I actually won, even though the character wasn't ready for PvP, and you know, it's something that's really challenging, and I would love to see other people actually try the Street Fighter challenge, because cestises are terrible. Oh my lord, the aggravation of using those weapons. Anyhow, it's still fun. Fun as can be. But yeah, that was a beautiful headshot there with the throwing axe, which is why I love them so much now. So I'm going to peace out now and let you watch the end of the round where it gets to. And I'd just like to point out again, comments are great, subscriptions, sure, but I'm not doing this to be famous or get views. I'm doing this so people see the games, see the PvP, and hopefully learn from my mistakes or from what I tell them, or when I try to tell them, on what they should be trying to do in regards to actually, you know, fighting. As an example, in Dark Souls, you know, honor and stuff like that is kind of important for the PvP scene, but overall, not that much. A lot of people don't care. Anyhow, thanks for joining me. Hope that you can join me next time. It should be the Street Fighter build. And this is EvilChippy/Killjack/Jim Perry signing out.
My second game, but hopefully I can unlock some of the weapons that actually kick ass, because ow. That's enough for now.